Hey, what's up guys? In a meta where everyone's running Rail Giant, Hog Rider, and Lavaound, the ranked 221 player in the world has crafted a new meta strategy to destroy them all. Lavahounds and Rail Giants get melted by the Inferno Dragon, while the Firecracker shreds all their support cards. And if opponents decide to spam their win condition like Balloon or Hog Rider, the Ram Rider is going to slow it down and give you huge positive elixir trades. And when you're able to build up big pushes raged up by the Lumberjack, protected by the Monk, while the Firecracker splashes onto all of your opponent's stuff, this deck feels unstoppable. Ram Rider and Firecracker are already some of the most difficult cards to destroy, and when the Monk prevents your opponents from using spells to counter them, it becomes an absolute disaster. While you can delete your opponent's Firecrackers with the Monk ability Arrows and Bar Barrel. If you don't have Monk, use Ice Golem instead. It's time to professionally protect our evolved Firecrackers and speedy Ram Rider spam and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to make all of the daily videos possible. Yo, so jump into the game here. This guy's gonna have a heart in his name, and we're ready to be absolutely heartless with our aggression. So I'm going to go for a Bar Barrel immediately and just see what he's up to. Don't want to be spending too much elixir at the start. 2 elixir is something that I can get away with and not feel bad about. If I cycle a Firecracker in the back, I think it's worth it. Even if he activates King Tower with this thing, I'm going to start to evolve my Firecracker slowly but surely. Also seeing Lumberjack with Electro Spirit makes me feel like I'm probably playing against a Royal Giant deck. We're going to have to wait and see though for sure. Okay, interesting. So if I decide to go in for a Ram Rider here, I think it would be well worthwhile, because if our Lumberjack is able to counter push and give us a rage, that's going to make sure it's going to be way harder for him to defend. Let's go! Even though he got a Fisherman and an Electro Spirit, he's taking a bunch of damage from that Ram Rider. So one thing's for sure, I hate playing against Rail Giants if he applies aggression at the right point. I don't want to give him that potential, so I'm going to go in for the Inferno Dragon to finish off the rest of the Phoenix. Oh wow, the Lumberjack had to waddle its way back. That worked out so well for us. Okay, I'm considering just clicking the ability here because I have the Inferno Dragon counter pushing, and if I can get that near his tower, it's going to ramp up the damage potential for us. If it starts to tickle the tower for at least a little bit of time, then it's going to be good. All right, I'm going to follow through with the Firecracker. I expect him to go for a Fisherman to try to go and pull a Lumberjack, so I got to go Skeletons to not only distract the rest of his Phoenix, but also prevent his potential of going in for a Fisherman. Maybe he wasn't back to Fisherman. Maybe I saw his cycle as something way faster than it actually was. Anyway, we're going to get a Bar Barrel from him, and we still get the Firecracker shot because it was raged up from the Lumberjack. Love to see that. Don't love to see the Bar Barrel get a hit on our tower, but it's something I can work with. 500 damage lead for us right now is quite considerable, but it's not game-defining. So if he's going to go in for a Fisherman, maybe we could go for a Ram Rider and have him pull it. I'm genuinely wondering if that's the right decision. I don't think it is, because he'd just go for a Lumberjack, we would only get 1 hit, and then I'd feel pretty awful. But I go for a Ram Rider right now, and then I steal his Bar Barrel. Can I steal a Bar Barrel? Nah, he's not dumb. He's actually quite smart. That's unfortunate. Anyway, we can go for arrows here, finish off the rest of his stuff, be able to shut down the Fisherman. That's huge, because we trade relatively evenly here. Oh, I thought it was even. I guess not. I thought we were doing okay here. I guess not. He's going to Fireball and miss the Inferno Dragon, but hit the actual Firecracker that we evolved, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think we can go in for a Ram Rider, because if the Lumberjack's tanking, then if he decides to go in for like another Fisherman, if he somehow gets back to that, it's not going to lock on to what he wants it to. We're definitely going to have to go for arrows. He does go in for another Fisherman last second. Oh man, I can't go for a Firecracker because it's just going to get yoinked. It's weird to see so many people with raged up cards in this game mode. Anyway, I'm going to go for a Monk here just so in case he decides to go for the Fisherman shot, it locks onto the Monk instead of my tower. If you drop anything near the tower, the Fisherman always locks onto that instead. Let's go in for a Lumberjack. Let's go in for a Bar Barrel Reflection. Oh, reflecting back the Fireball. That is even better than knocking back a Bar Barrel. He gave me more elixir out here. I think that we can go for arrows preemptively on a Goblins. No, he doesn't do that. That's unfortunate. But we can still make this work. Ram Rider's going to get a little bit of damage on the tower. We know he's going to go in for a Rail Giant, so we got to go for Skeletons, Bar Barrel, and then hopefully trounce the Rail Giant. I mean, he should go in for an Electro Spirit, but we went for the Bar Barrel in front, so his Electro Spirit wouldn't be able to chain on to what he wanted. Let's go in for a Monk and then immediately Ram Rider. Because if the Monk's in front, then he can't go in for a Fisherman, and then he would just go and pull the Monk instead. Also, it's not like he can kill the Monk with a Bar Barrel or anything. He's got to go in for Goblins, but I think I can get arrows down, and I will walk away with a win if I just get one more Ram Rider hit. Let's go. Delicious W, and not something I really expected. When I saw that Royal Giant plop down with its full form of evolution, when our dude had Fireball and Electro Spirit to reset my Inferno Dragon, I was scared for a second, but our defense was rock solid. So we somehow found a game against Luigi. I feel special, man. I feel honored to play against you. So what is this Italian plumber going to be pulling out of the woodwork right now? What tricks and shenanigans is he going to be popping through with? Not going to be cycling anything at the start, so I could go for like a Lumberjack in the back, maybe going for a Monk. He's still not doing anything. So if he's running Golem or Graveyard, it would be really tragic if I got to double elixir. That's why I got to go and cycle my Lumberjack here. But I bet you it's going to be Royal Giant. It's Clash of RG right now. Clash of Royal Giant. Seriously, with the amount of people playing it, they got to change the name of the game at this point. So I'm going to go in for an Inferno Dragon when he goes Royal Giant. It's pretty important to do that. Wait, I can Ram Rider right now because we still have the Firecracker alive. Does he not recognize the fact that the Firecracker is a serious threat? Yeah, you can activate King Tower and you're able to defend with the Fisherman, but the Firecracker is still alive, right? He's going to be able to finish off the Fisherman, so that's decent for us. Let's Inferno Dragon early on since there's a limited amount of answers in his deck. Probably an Electro Spirit. Let's pre-Barbaro it. Yes! I don't know if you guys saw the Electro Spirit, but I hit it with the Barbaro. I knew he was going to do that. He even gave us a well played. I appreciate that, man. Give me some respect out here. So we know he's going to try to cycle back to the Evolved Royal Giant, so it's important that I drop the Monk in the right-hand side just to preclude that potential of him dropping the RG with that Phoenix. So he's going to drop it in the other side. If I drop Skeletons, they're just going to die, but they only die when the Royal Giant gets a hit. So I think I can waste a couple Fisherman shots while we're at it. Also, maybe I can go for a Ram Rider right now. I know this is likely not the best play in the entire game, but we know that the Fisherman's out of cycle, and we can rage up our Ram Rider with the Lumberjack that was dead. So I had to get damage here. So tough playing against Evolved Royal Giants, as you guys can see. A little bit unfair, a little bit broken. So the amount of damage he got was catastrophic, and obviously my Lumberjack kept getting knocked back, so I wasn't able to finish it off. That's why Inferno Dragon is going to be your best bet at killing the Royal Giants. All right, when I go for a Firecracker in the back, hopefully he fireballs it and overcommits or something. Definitely want to go in for a Lumberjack and then see what else we can do. I'm going to go in for another Monk here as well, just to try to go and protect our Firecracker as much as we possibly can. The Electro Spirit being out of cycle is actually quite big for us. We're now going to go in for the Monk ability, try to stop his Fisherman from getting any value. Maybe we can log back his log. Let's go! I love logging back the log. And now the Ram Rider is permanently locking onto the tower, and there's nothing he can do. The Royal Giant was cycled in the wrong side, and we're finding our situation. We're finding our groove right now. All right, got to go in for Skeletons. Oh, wait, the Firecracker locked on the tower. That's huge. Now I can go in for another Ram Rider right now, especially with the Firecracker still alive. I think it's out of the way of the Fireball. Because the knockback of the Firecracker is so large, people are not anticipating it. I think we walk with a W. Nice. Solid win. As you guys can see, if you hate playing against Royal Giant as much as I do, you got to use Inferno Dragons and prioritize making your Barbarian Barrel predictions on top of Electro Spirits. Because if you know that's going to be in cycle, the Inferno Dragon will reliably shut down the Royal Giant, giving them no recourse to get damage on your tower. And even the masterful plumber Luigi wasn't able to throw a wrench in our plans. Inferno Dragon melts all the Royal Giant evolutions. Jumping into the game against Andy Bolt, we just defeated Luigi, and now I guess we're probably playing against Sonic. The man's got Bolt in his name, so a little bit scared of him bolting through the map, just spamming a lot of fast cards. I'm going to go in for Skellies in the back, and he's not cycling much, so I can go for a Lumberjack. I hate doing this. I hate making the first play because our deck is all about the defensive value. Oh, he's going to have Lumberjack as well. Could this be a Royal Giant deck with Lumberjack? Probably going to be that, honestly. No, he's got Inferno Dragon. Is it the same deck as me? No way, right? All right, let's prioritize keeping our Firecracker alive, holding this stuff in place with our Ram Rider, and look at the value I'm getting right now. This is preposterous. The dude doesn't end up having Royal Giant or a Lavaound deck or even like a Hog Rider deck. He's running something different. And I like it. I like the innovation. I applaud the innovation. I'm glad that it's a bit different today. All right, so I'm going to go in for Skellies paired with our Monk, and then we should get some good trades here. I believe that we can knock... Oh, this might be dumb. I might activate King Tower for him. I hope I don't. Oh, it doesn't. Nice. Oh, no, it did. How did it not activate King Tower with the first one, but then it did it in the second one? That doesn't even make sense. Legitimately, make it make sense right now, Clash Royale. Oh, it just wanted to like mess with my mental, I think. Okay, he's going to all-in me. That's understandable. That's how some people play in Clash Royale. I got to go Ram Rider here. I think that we are going to slow it down for a bit, but not the entirety. Then we can go in for a Firecracker afterwards, and we're going to have our Firecracker get knocked back so she is able to finish off the balloon. Wait. I did more damage than an entire Lumberjack balloon push with the cards that I used to counter it. Ram Rider, you build different on defense today. You'll love to see it. All right, we're going to go for Skeletons, try to go and pull the Baby Dragon a little bit. How long can we pull it? Oh, wow, we pulled it to the other side. That was sick. So you guys want to copy that play if you're ever scared of Baby Dragons or Skeleton Dragons, use that Skeleton placement that I just used. All right, so I can go in for a Monk in the back on the same side. I want to go in for an Inferno Dragon, but I know that's a little bit risky. I'm still going to do it anyway. I know that with a Firecracker, it's going to be hard for him to kill because it's evolved. So our evolved pain is going to just make him a sad sir. All right, I could go for a Ram Rider. I think in my best interest to do this just to win this interaction at the river, especially with the lumberjack as well, right? And the firecracker that's evolved. If we just keep the evolved firecracker alive, we're just going to endlessly get value. That's the vibe that we're going for here. Just keep the firecracker alive at all costs. Protect our precious firecracker. Bowler, get knocked back by your own shot, please. It's not going to work, but wait, does the firecracker splash on it? That was over 600 damage. That's just so unfair. I think they gotta nerf the amount of damage that firecracker gets, because that was literally over the river and through the woods on top of his tower in a situation that I definitely didn't deserve that. But if there's any deck that deserves to get slimed, it's gotta be Lumberjack Balloon Freeze. So I don't feel that bad. And we're ramming our way up the ranks at 3,000 in the world. Yo, we gotta give me this Mika, who finished 591 in the world. So we're playing against another good player. You guys know the deal. We're gonna cycle Scallies in the back, and we're gonna wait for them to make the first move. So Mika, you're gonna go Spear Goblins. So that could be a Mega Knight deck. It could also be a Minor Wall Breakers deck. Those are the two decks that are predominantly playing Spear Goblins in the meta. Ooh, okay, Firecracker is gonna probably survive, hopefully. Let's go. But she's stupid and she's not shooting the correct thing. If we're playing against someone with Fly Machine, I think it's gonna be something different. Spear Goblins, Fly Machine, Barbarians. Is this a wacky Lavaound deck? We're going full circle and playing against Lavaound again. It's weird how Clash Royale does that for us. All right, we're going to go in. Oh, never mind. Not Lavaound. He's going to have Royal Hogs. So he's switching it up and running something completely different. I get to go in for Skeletons last second here to finish off the Piggies. It's nice to have that adaptability in our deck. Having 1 elixir cost cards allows us to get away with a lot less damage than I typically would, right? Hypothetically, if I had like 5 elixir Monk, 4 elixir Lumberjack, and a 3 elixir Firecracker, I'd be like, what am I supposed to do to defend against those Piggies? But I can conveniently drop 1 elixir Skeletons and save myself like upwards of 500 damage, which is very well worth it. And that's why I love having Barbarian and Skeletons in this deck, and having the reliability of arrows, which is just super adaptable, finishing off Firecrackers or damaging down Royal Hogs in that situation, plus also hitting the bats. Just a great deck for ladder for obvious reasons. I got away with a much more damage than our opponent because he was confined to the parameters of his deck, and his deck just did not pick up the slack. All right, I think I got to go in for a Lumberjack in the middle, and then I can go in for an Inferno Dragon on top of the Fly Machine, and then I think I'm going to go in for probably arrows so I don't lose my entire tower. I mean, this is still looking really awful, but it's not tragic to the point that I've lost the game. Also, since we're playing against Royal Hogs and we have a limited amount of splash damage in our arsenal, I might have to use the Evolved Firecracker, which is not something that I like doing, but here we go. We're using the Evolved Firecracker and feeling pretty despicable. Let's get that poison damage on defense with a 3 elixir cost card. Love to see it. Okay, we can go for a Monk. Oh, he's going to Fireball on that. That makes sense. I would do that as well. I think if we're going to be able to break through Barbarians, we have to go and set up a Monk, and we can't really go in for like our Ram Rider at the river. It just would not work out for me at all. All right, I'm going to go for Lumberjack. I'm going to go for a lot of stuff here, and I think I can get away with arrows and probably Barbarian on the other side. Okay, yeah, if I Barbarian here and then I get a Firecracker down, I should be A-okay to go in for the Ram Rider and take the tower. Here's the thing. I don't know if he's going to get Evolved Barbarians back immediately, and I really hope he doesn't. He's going to Fireball my tower on the left, so he's going to double Fireball it. Makes sense. That's a smart decision on his end. I think I can go in for like a Monk and a Lumberjack, and then try to go in for like another Firecracker here. Oh, he's going to arrows instead. Let's get the Monk down so then the Monk ability can just make sure that we don't die to the Barbarians while the Firecrackers shred everything. Will this work out for us? We got 2 Firecrackers alive. He's going to have to Fireball them. The Lumberjack's going to rage everything up. Come on. Let me beat someone that's extremely good at the game with a Royal Hogs deck. I had 0 splash damage, but we still pulled out the W, and that's what we love to see. Frying Royal Hogs with a Firecracker evolution and Ram Rider and Lumberjack and a ton of single damage cards. If you told me I'd be beating a top 500 player with Royal Hogs when I have no splash damage, I'd probably be laughing at you. But the Lumberjack raging up all of your spontaneous spam can make anything happen. And now we've solidified our spot at 2,700 in the world. We got a game here against someone that finished 141 in the world. So playing against the top ladder player is always scary. You guys know the deal. But maybe he's going to mess up and he's not going to be expecting the Ram Rider. So our trickery has to pay off here. We're going to go for Skeletons in the back and make him feel like we're running Rail Giant or maybe a Hog Rider Firecracker deck. Little does he know, we've got the Lumberjack and the Ram Rider tucked away in the shadows. So we're going for the Monk in the back and maybe get him to spam in the other side right into our Lumberjack and Ram Rider. I love that the Ram Rider is a really good win condition that can slow down your opponent's units on defense so then your tower is able to finish all of the stuff off and then you can get counter push afterward. That's one of my favorite things about Ram Rider. We're gonna go for an early firecracker to try to get some extra damage here. I don't want to go for the monk ability. It's not gonna give me much. And then I can maybe go for arrows on top of his Inferno Dragon and then also the Lavaound as everything pops. So we're gonna be able to pop his Inferno Dragon and ours is gonna stay alive. Wow. I didn't expect my Inferno Dragon to not die there. I thought I was gonna get melted for sure. All right, so we're gonna get a raged up Inferno Dragon maybe? No, he's not that angry. Our Inferno Dragon is the definition of chill. Doesn't want to dip his toes into the angry rage sauce. What do we do? I could go for a Ram Rider. Probably gonna get like Skeleton Armied or, I don't know, maybe Minion Hoarded. Then I can go in for an aggressive play and maybe make a prediction with a Firecracker. Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy he did that. So we can show why Ram Rider is such a good defensive card. Notice how we're going to be able to destroy all the skeletons with our Barb Drill. Maybe the Ram Rider gets a charge, please. We're going to force out Barbs. Let's go. And then the Firecracker's still alive to destroy the Barbs so we can even keep it alive even longer. Okay, you know, the monk is about the Buddhist life where it's just meditating and chilling and vibing. And I'm pretty sure that this monk is going to give our opponent a miserable time. I'm going to click the ability of the monk just because I want the skeletons to dive deep on the tower and deal thousands of damage. So it's not like the monk is doing much with the reflections, but the skeletons surely were. That was awesome amount of damage. That was more than my Ram Rider, I think. That was crazy. All right, we're going to Firecracker here, and then we'll see if he decides to go and spam me. If he's going to have freeze, then I'm screwed, but I don't think he will. Okay, wait, we can shift our weight around and go in the other side. Let's go Lumberjack and Ram Rider here. He's not ready. That Firecracker blast back was insanely valuable for me. These arrows are maybe not it. Oh, I was questioning it. Oh, I can't believe that worked so well. Let's go. So it wasn't necessarily the smartest arrows originally, but it ended up being the smartest arrows because our opponent wasn't ready for it. He didn't expect me to be that so stupid, and then it was so smart. Oh, man. Sometimes the dumbest plays are the best plays because the opponents aren't ready for it. All right, so for 17 seconds, we have to defend this. I think we can do it if I play it just well enough. I barely have any elixir, though. That's the problem that I'm working with. Oh, he's going to fireball me. Okay, well, he misses the firecracker, so that's a vibe. Maybe we can go in for a Ram Rider at the river with the firecracker still alive. I need to win this game. It would make me so happy to win it. So I'm going to go for arrows, and then the Ram Rider will lock onto the tower, guaranteeing us a charge, right? Let's go. That's big damage. All right, we're already back to another firecracker, so maybe we can just keep going through because he's likely unprepared for our spam. Most people don't expect us to be this foolish. So I'm going to go in for the Barb Barrel here. I want to keep our Ram Rider potential alive, so I tried to get the ability down. It didn't work out. So we are going to be able to get a bunch of elixir. Maybe we can go in for the Ram Rider here? I don't know. I'm also thinking that would probably be our worst play possible, so we're going to Inferno Dragon. And when he goes in for a balloon, we're going to try to slow it down with the Ram Rider. Then we're going to go for Skeleton so the Inferno Dragon doesn't melt us. And then I'm going to go for arrows probably. Wow, he's fireballing and just not hitting what he wants. That's crazy good for us. If I can get a Barb Barrel down so the Inferno Dragon doesn't lock onto my tower, nice. Okay, solid. If we can just keep that thing away from our tower, we're chilling. What a wild game. What a ludicrous adventure that we've embarked on. All right, so if I go in for a Lumberjack here, it's likely just going to get devoured by barbarians. So I think I want to go in for the Lumberjack right now and then just keep cycling without going for the Ram Rider. So we can go for Skeletons, predict his Inferno Dragon. We're going to go Barb Barrel, predict the Inferno Dragon again. Go for arrows here, finish off all of his minions. Go in for an Inferno Dragon again because we have two of them. We are cycling Inferno Dragons like candy out here. And it's sweet. Also, if we can get some more firecrackers, then I feel comfortable going in for the Ram Rider right into the barbarians because it's not going to matter as much. Also, I think he's going to go barbs here, so let's try to protect it. Try to protect it. Come on. No! I dropped everything I could to keep that alive. Wait, I have so many Inferno Dragons, I don't even think it matters anymore. Jeez. We had a raged up angry monk, man. It takes a lot to get a monk angry, but apparently this guy's accomplished it. We're going to go in for a Lumberjack in the middle, and with the Ram Rider with 9 seconds remaining, there's no way he's taking our tower, but we're probably taking his. GG and well played. I wanted to guarantee the W. Playing against a top 200 player when they're running Lavaound, we don't want to throw the game. So I played it as safe as possible until we could guarantee the win at the end. And when you've got Monk to knock things back, Inferno Dragon to melt all of your opponent's pushes, and then the Firecracker to blast things to bits, you're going to be able to stay safe 100% of the time. I felt like I was strapped in with 10 different safety belts as we cruised to victory. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest for your day.